Thanksgiving's not the only game in town. We are now 1 month away from Christmas, and getting that perfect tree may be more difficult this year, especially in Mississippi with an ice storm in February, Hurricane Ida, and increased chemical and shipping costs. Stephen Pimpo finds out that tree farmers are having to put more green into their evergreens.
Grass mode, you got to keep it up all year long to get that, have everything just right for that tiny window of selling season.
Before you can take them home to decorate, it takes about 2 to 3 years to grow a crop of Christmas trees. But like so many other industries in 2021, Christmas trees have taken a hit.
We ordered these trees several months ago, and unfortunately we did because it was in short supply this year. Of course, it was difficult getting them in here. It's hard to get trucks right now with the way the supply lines are running.
Marty Walton, the owner of Walton's greenhouse, says he's had no choice but to increase the cost of his trees by about 20%, up to roughly $13 per foot.
We're trying to keep costs down as much as we can, but freight's costing a whole lot more than it did in years past. We're having to eat some of those costs. We're trying to keep it where it's reasonable for the customer.
Adam CARNES of CARNES Farms in Pontotoc says this will be the first year he'll get to sell trees he's grown himself. But with the ice storm in February and Hurricane Ida, he says he lost about 10% of his crop.
10% is, 20, 30 trees at the most that we're losing. Now still, that's 20 customers that may not get a tree in 3 more years, but it's not as big an issue as some of the larger farms are having to deal with.
Despite having to spend more on chemicals and dealing with a disrupted supply chain, CARNES says they are also trying their best not to pass that on to their customers.
We did not want to increase that because we're just getting started. We're trying to grow customer base and have the families come in for that experience. And that was the last thing that we wanted to do, was make that price increase. So we absorbed as much as we could.
Because after all, it is the season of giving. In Pontotoc, Stephen Pimpo, WCBI News.
Both Walton and CARNES encourage families to buy local and buy soon when shopping for trees.